Ooh, all right. Wow. 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 Okay. Um, Pop-up city. All right. I haven't done one of these in forever today. It's been a while. Uh, you know what that means. Pop-ups generally mean you don't know what you're going to get as far as people going to show up or not. You just you hope and then go. Hey, Katie, how are you? Having fun on a pop-up? Wow. Hey, Mark, how are you? How are you? I'm doing a pop-up. I haven't done one of these in a minute. Uh, Hopefully everybody's doing well. It is a cold, very cold night here in Michigan. No, I have not. This is going to be different. That's for sure. Glad to see you guys both here. Hopefully you're doing fine. We got snow on the ground here in Michigan. That's right. We got snow. It is 24 degrees last I looked. It is cold. Um, yeah. I got my old beat up sweater on. Generally, this is the type of year where you slide in and put socks on. Hey, Eric. Yes, yes. Only 14. Man, we are catching it. We're catching winter early. The Farmer's Almanac did say that Michigan was going to get hit with a colder than usual winter. Said that last year too, and it delivered. Um, so yeah, it is freezing cold here. So I wanted to say thank you again for everybody who came out and supported the series of shows that we had here this week. We had a lot of fun. Mark's bragging that he has 64 degrees here. 64. That's like a heat wave right now. Hey Matthew, how are you? That's right. Matthew is from Australia. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, that's right. That's right. All the way from Australia. Uh, how many? I meant to ask you this, Matthew. How many VHS do you have in your collection? Every time I see that, I always meant to ask you that. How many do you have in your collection? Oh, oh wow. Eric, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. I missed it. I missed it when Ben got kicked out. I wish I could have saw that. But yeah, I kept on trying to tell him that I kept on trying to tie it to an A24 film, but he kept on kicking our asses out. Oh my god, that was awesome. Um, what that means, Eric. That means we need to send him some kickboxer movies. Hey Echo, how are you? How are you? Um, we were on Mike's channel, Katie, an American Werewolf in New Jersey, and he cannot stand the Kickboxer series. And Eric is doing a deep dive on the series. And I did an interview with one of the producers of Kickboxer Vengeance, and Mike just was every time we started talking about it, we got kicked out. It was fun. It was good. It was a good time. Good fun. That was a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys ever doing well. I spent most of the night here. First, I was listening to House of Horrors earlier. They had Kyle Rappaport on the show, and yeah, and they're celebrating the fact that Steven is really, really close to 500. In fact, I need to go get his channel, the Horror Freak 85, because maybe some of us can go over there and sub to him tonight to make sure he doesn't fall underneath 500. That would be a nice thing for us to do, and I think we can do it. I think we can do it. In fact, this is the type of pop up I have not done in a long time. Um, that is, pushing somebody over their goal. Let's see. Let me go grab Steven's, grab his channel right here, and then I'll drop it in the link in the chat, and you guys can go over there and check it out. So yeah, he's at 499 right now. So what we'd like to try to do, see if we can get him past, maybe get up to like 510, maybe. That would be awesome if we could do that. So there's this channel right here. Mark the Shark hit us 1,000. That is awesome. Anthony hit 615. That's doing well. How did you like that Cronenberg remake? I heard that was not all that exciting, Eric. Um, I like Laura Vandersloot, but I don't think she's a Marilyn Chambers. Well, I think she's a better actress, obviously, but yeah, Marilyn Chambers, she was pretty sensational in that movie. Yeah, I was really, I have to be honest with you, Eric. I was really turned off by the whole thing about that movie, with the twins. Really turned off. I have a copy of it, but I have really right now I have no interest at all looking at it. But I heard Laura Vandersloot did a really nice job. So if I did watch it, I definitely would watch it for her performance. But the whole public publicity for that movie was a dumpster fire. Not a good thing. And I don't. It's going to be very interesting to see if the twins can come back. I have not heard hide or hair of them doing anything since that movie has come out. I'm not sure what they're doing. I'm not sure if they're still making movies or anything else. I have not heard hide or hair of them for at least what 2-3 years now. Oh my gosh, you never seen the original Rabbit? Oh, it's good. It's real good. It's real good. Sort of. Yeah, you know what? I do think that Marilyn Chambers, if she would have been given a chance, she would have been a formidable screen queen. She was very much. She sort of looked like Mary Warnoff a little bit, facially speaking. Her and Mary Warnoff, they could have been sisters. And yeah, Marilyn Chambers, she could act. She has some chops. She has some chops. But of course, her original career would keep her out of Hollywood. She would just be getting. She just got a lot of C and D type movies. Yeah, definitely would recommend getting the original one. Let's see. Katie dropped a new intro to her channel. So I don't know if you guys have seen that or not. Maybe Katie will drop the link into the channel. You guys go check out her new intro, which is pretty smashing actually. I really liked it. I thought it was really cool. She dropped some Casablanca in there, some Humphrey Bogart, Ingmar Bergman. Man, that's just. Oh, Professor Macabro, welcomes. Love your comments on my channel, sir. Very, very cool of you. Very cool of you. It is a great intro. The thing about that intro too, Echo, is that Katie will watch every single movie that she listed. I know there's a lot of people that throw up a intro, and they don't listen to even half. They don't even watch half the movies they list. But I know Katie watches everything, so that's cool. So my computer died this week, so I gave up the ghost. We don't know what happened to it. One day it was working, the next day it wasn't. So I had to get a new computer. I will, Katie. I definitely will. I will have to think about that and think about the movies. I'll probably have to borrow some from Echo. 'Cause, Echo has to find. He watches the finest movies. Hey, Echo, did you ever finish the Snarling? Did you ever finish the Snarling? That was the last werewolf movie you did. Let's see. Anthony saying, I just did my opening and closing to my rare 1984 VHS copy of Inspector Gadget to the rescue. Oh, okay. Man, my brothers used to love that show. They used to love that show, the cartoon. Don Adams played Maxwell Smart in the 60 series, Get Smart. He came back there and he had such a distinctive voice, and he did the Inspector Gadget. Let's see, no idea that box set. It might be in the now half full bin. Yeah, because I don't think you reviewed the Snarly. I was really curious to see what you thought of it. Hey Jim, how are you? Hopefully not too cold in your part of the world. Um, wow, we got 9 people here, 8 people. That's not too shabby for a pop up. I do think I said the magic word though. I said pop up cheetah. So, but the cheetah's not popping up here. I can tell you that right now. He is sleeping underneath his blanket. He is. It's short, but I'm still wearing shorts. Jim. I did the same thing when I worked at Home Depot. I used to wear shorts on the worst days. People thought I was crazy. Might get a second bin for movies I don't want to keep, but don't plan on watching for long periods of time. That would be interesting. Um, I still have not yet to go out to the Dollar Tree tomorrow morning. I think I might venture out to the Dollar Tree if the weather permits it, and I might go ahead and oh, aloha, Mark. I might go out there to venture out there to see what's out there as far as the Dollar Tree goes. I have not gone out this wave. That's a non-giveaway bin, I will call it. Yeah. Where do you give away your be safe going home, Jim? Walmart. Yeah, I hear they're having a big sale too. Walmart uh seems to be dropping big. Hey, Roy and Becky. Greetings, greetings. We're just talking about just about whatever we want to talk about today. I don't know what everybody else is doing here online. I know I was looking for the Coast to Coast fellas, but they didn't have a stream on tonight. I was looking forward to hanging out with Cody and Ben and David and Phil, but Mark, they weren't there tonight. So, but I've been catching up because my computer died, so I got a new one. So I had to catch up and put out some new banners for upcoming 8 questions with. If you guys scroll down to the upcoming lives, you'll see I put 3 new shows up there. Um, and I do got a story to tell you. I do have a story. So we are interviewing is any super must-have flicks you're looking to get this week to find and purchase. God, there's always that. Uh, I would love to get a copy of. Hey, Forensic. Greetings, greetings. How are you? How are you? I guess the one movie I probably want to see this year um, would probably be. Gosh, I guess it would probably be well, two. I guess one would be The Sadness. Two would be Pearl. Maybe three would be Smile. Those are probably the three top three I would like to get. So that's what I'm. That's those are the three I'm hoping to get. I don't know if my library will carry The Sadness. I'm not sure if they will. So my chances of getting that are pretty thin. Um, I do think that they will carry Pearl, so I think my chances are okay. Yeah, that Bones and All sounds pretty cool too. And so is the menu. The menu sounds really fun. Oh, okay, good. How much were they charging for Pearl, Echo? Good for you. How much were they charging for it? I saw they were charging as low as $3 for some DVDs, but those were pretty picked over already. I know that Jonathan from Platex. Oh, was it Jonathan from Platex too? I think he said he got two for there. $20. Yikes! Yeah, that's way past my budget. That's a Black Friday price. Holy poo! Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait on that. Yeah, I'm heading over there tomorrow, Ben, for sure. I saw a ton of Blu-rays out there. I didn't think they were going to release their Black Fridays this early, but they did. So I know for sure. I definitely want to go over and take a look at that. Wow, I thought they would have been. I thought Pearl would have been on sale. I got to take photos of the digital codes. Told someone I would give them the codes. That's very cool. Big Lots professor says the Big Lots had a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, Big Lots seems to be really popping. They really are. It's almost like they took the place of Ollie's. Ollie's used to have a really good selection too, and it looks like Big Lots has just come over there and taken over that spot. I think the movies that Big Lots doesn't take. I think those are the ones that end up at the Dollar Tree. And I hear Dollar General is also doing some movies. Oh, right, right. The ones with the ones the Jack Ryan ones, including the Harrison Ford ones. Yeah. Now here's how Dollar Tree works. The Dollar Tree they will give good movies, good selections to stores that sell them. If the store doesn't sell their product, if they don't sell their what they get, they don't get very many good ones after that because they can't move them. Um, yeah, the Jack Ryan series is great. Clear and Present Danger, awesome. The only one I did not like too well, I did not like Patriot Games very much. That was too stereotypical. But yeah, but I do like the series. Hi Brene, how are you? Hopefully you're doing well. We're talking about how cold the weather is. It is now it's now 21 degrees here in southeastern Michigan. But the good Dollar Trees are in the town next town over. Yeah, they get a ton, which is weird because they don't seem to sell much. But it's a swanky college town, so maybe that's why. Yeah, that probably is. Um, the little store I have near me, Ben, they always drop big. They always drop the good ones. Then there's another store about a mile and a half up the road, and they don't really get anything too much. Oh yeah, crashing parties. Oh yeah, you can crash this party. 21 degrees, please bring the hot cocoa and the s'mores. Oh yeah, yeah. It is cold here. I think you're right, Professor. I think it's going to be very cold. They do. Dollar General seems to be really popping too. Like they seem to be getting on this almost to the same level as a Big Lots as far as the quality of their movies. Let's see. Yes, Echo mentions he got the whole Star Trek movie series. Yes. Now they're showing up at Dollar Tree. uh, Yeah, it's funny, Echo. It's funny is like I actually collected all those movies too at the Dollar Tree, right? So I collected all those movies, and then over at the library, they dropped all those movies on two CD collections. So I was just like, wow, okay. But I got the two collections of the Next Generation movies and the original series. I got them on two Blu-rays collections. It was nice. And of course, I'll be putting my review up of this since it is Thanksgiving. Me and the Cheetah, we watched this last night. We watched a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. So I reviewed it, and I got to put it up here in a minute or two. Um, um, yeah, no shutters either, huh? Yeah, that was a bit of a shame to see. They just dried out. I have not seen anybody draw any shutters, though I did see people draw some TV series. Um, it looks like the Shield is a I think they released seasons of the Shield, the Michael Chiklis series. They released that this wave, so I've seen people pull at least 3 to 4 seasons worth. Seasons 3, 4, and 5. I think I've seen people pull. Of course, that's really hard though. It's hard when they just release a season at a time. You just wish they could drop off. You wish they could just drop off a few seasons, a whole series at a time. But that doesn't really work out too well. Um, what Shutter films are you guys looking for that have come out recently? Um, I just watched and reviewed a Shutter release. I don't know if it was. I know Shutter was promoting it. I don't think it was a straight up Shutter exclusive, but they did put it out, and that was The Pale Door, and I did watch and review that. It's a horror western, supernatural western. Um, it had some moments. Um, see, let's look for the guy. Oh, would that be my? Is that Michael Chiklis that was in that movie? Michael Chiklis was great in that. That was a revelation for him. Let's see. Oh, Griswold Family Vacation. Oh, I had movie trivia. Oh, I missed that. Tombstone. I'm your Huckleberry. That's right. Doc Holliday walking out to Michael Biehn. That's right. That's right. Michael Biehn was on Eight Questions with. That's right. We had him as a unannounced and didn't know it was going to happen guest. But Michael Biehn did go on, has been on the show, has been on Eight Questions with. So that was a lot of fun. Really nice guy, super cool guy. Got to talk to him about 15 minutes. That was a lot of fun. Welcome back, Echo. Um, yeah, this week we had a great week on the show. I don't know if you guys have caught some of the shows or not, but uh, I really I really encourage you to watch the show. Me I did with Rebecca, the Possum Mom. Katie was our special co-host, and so me and Katie hosted Brenda, and she's a possum rescuer, and she was a sensational guest. That was one of my funnest shows I've done in a long, long time, and I'm really proud of it. And I hope you guys tune into that. I know it's not movie related or horror film related, and but it still was an important interview and was one I'm really proud to get and proud to have done. Yeah, that was great, Humber Day. That was totally unplanned. Did not plan. I did not see that coming at all. Which was funny because the day before I did my pre-show with Jennifer. I did my pre-show with Jennifer. Um, he must have, yeah, he must have played him, Echo. And so we did when I did the interview with Jennifer Bean. We did the pre-show, and then we're talking, and then she had to do the same thing she did in our normal interview. She had to take care of something, and then she, then Michael came over and said hi, but he only said hi. He really didn't sit down and talk to us. He just said he came over and says hello, how are you? And then Jennifer came back, and then the next day when we did the interview, he came up and hung out for about 10-15 minutes. That was really fun. Um, Yes, Echo. You know what? I think you're right. I think you're Echo Zero showing off some movie knowledge right there. Wow, there you go, Echo. Do you own a copy of that one, Echo? We'll keep an eye on it for you, Professor. Definitely. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Mm, mm. Of course, Michael Chiklis for me. Oh, okay. That's a good question. You know what? You would think that it did. I don't know if it got a Blu-ray release, but you would think that movie would have gotten a DVD release. There's our good friend Hobbs Horror coming in, blazing hot. What's going on, Hobbs? Hopefully you're feeling better, my friend. Yeah, yeah, having some fun here tonight. While we're up here, we're just doing a little pop up here. We're doing if you're if you haven't subscribed to our good friend Steven from House of Horrors, I just dropped this link in there too. If you haven't followed him, give him a follow. We're trying to get him past 10. Smoochy Boochies. Looks like Mr. Bones has been watching a little bit too much Clerks, but I think the Professor and Bones will make a good team up right there. They could be like the Road Warriors of the Midnight Hour. Uh, hmm. What is my all-time holy grail movie you're missing and love to what you were missing and love to find for the collection? Wow. Well, for me, um, I was able to get it. I was able to get it on a Criterion sale, Professor. I was actually looking for Antichrist. That's what I was looking for. That was probably my number one Grail movie that I was looking for, and I got it on the Criterion. I didn't even think about going. I didn't even think about it because for some reason I thought I was out of print. I just thought, no, that movie's out of print, and that's because I didn't realize it was on a Criterion because when it was initially released, it was released on IFC Midnight. And so I didn't think I'd ever find a copy of that. And then someone says it was on the Criterion Collection. So during one of their sales, I was able to go over there and get it for half price. Um, yeah, there are some places that come up that will carry some of those movies. Um, at the least, you don't expect it to happen, but yeah, there's a few places out there that might carry it. Of course, you have to check the secondary markets too, eBay and Amazon and whatnot. I'm also looking for Benedetta. Someone asked what movies we're looking for this year, and I was looking for Benedetta and Vespers. I don't know if Vespers been released yet, but I definitely know that's one I would like to have. See, too bad he's not near Seattle. I could. Oh, scare. Okay. You know what? Benedetta. It's a Paul Verhoeven movie. He directed Paul Verhoeven. He directed Starship Troopers, and he directed Fatal Instinct. Um, it's a historical movie based on a true case about nuns and a possession movie. Supposed to be very very good. Um, oh yeah, Professor, you and me both. No, I knew what movie you got, Bones. You're cool. Hey, John, how are you, sir? It feels great to be safe and with a family, and I'm ready to do that interview about my experience with my illness and going homeless. And you know what? We'll put that together, John, for sure. We'll save that. We'll save the. Hi, okay, Roy and Becky. You spelled it close enough, Bones. I knew what movie you were talking about. Yeah, I enjoy hunting out in the wild too. I need to do that a little bit more. I just Facebook, Facebook Marketplace. I try that. It just doesn't really seem to be having anything around me. Uh, just got done watching a movie called Freak. The kill looks like cross between Belial, Gollum, and a chew piece of bubble gum. Oh, shit. I'll be right back. Uh, all right. All right. We're back. That's the question. That sounds like a pretty interesting movie. Let's see. What's that red stuff in the movie closet? Those are bins, Bones. Those are all bins, and they're all filled up. Every yeah, that's they're all filled up. I got 13. I think I got was I got 13, I think, or 10. One of this. So there you go. There you go. There's 13 bins. And yes, I'm going to be keeping that computer box too because I need boxes. Oh boy. I'll leave the light on so people can crack up at the people can laugh at the closet. No red bin challenge. I'm just gonna be doing that. I'll be doing the Dollar Tree Theater challenge. You guys can vote on those. Um, I do got a winner for next week. I gotta watch it. I do have the next three challengers, and the next three challengers are for Dollar Tree Theater, which I haven't put in my community tab yet, but I will. But these are the movies that you guys are gonna be voting on for me and the Cheetah to watch. Uh, whoops, I froze. Let's see if I. All right. All right. So these are the three movies that you guys gonna vote on here for Dollar Tree Theater. Uh, The Strangers, Pray at Night. Let's see. The Exorcist, the version you have never seen. I have never seen this version, so I'm gonna watch that. So an old classic, The Exorcist. Or three, the remake of Inside. Inside was a terrific French film, totally trippy. They remade it for here in America. Got mixed reviews, but I still got it anyway. So I heard it's pretty good. So those are the three I'll be voting on. You guys will be voting on. So I'm glad you're back, John, for sure. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know, Professor. I think you would end up. I think my closet would make you laugh for sure. That's on Hobbs' channel, Echo. Oh, yeah, I got that. I believe I got that. I got this. Yeah, I got this at Family Video, Bones. This copy right here, I got at Family Video. Hobbs will recognize the button right here. That's a Family Video button. And inside I got at the Family Video too. But The Exorcist, I got that at the library. I picked this up at the library. Uh, I know there's more people here now at almost at 1 o'clock than they are at my shows. I don't know how that works out. I don't know how that works out. It's the version you see most of the Exorcist. But you know they have a director's we have a director's cut too. We have a director's cut of The Exorcist too, and I also thought that's the version I always thought that got showed on TV. Came for the Cheetah. The Cheetah is yeah, Linda Blair. Yep. Betty says she's not looking at The Exorcist. I don't blame you. If that movie is terrifying, it's a scary ass movie. And she's not reviewing it either. It's a scary movie. It's very scary because there's a lot of truth in it. Yeah, I think the one movie I want to get though, I want to get I think it's called The Exorcism of Molly Hartley or The Possession of Molly Hartley. That one I'm looking for. Uh, Repossessed is a great horror sequel. Um, Hobbs, why am I not surprised at that? No, that's one movie. The Exorcist is one movie. I do think that people do stay away from a lot more than they care to admit because that movie is pretty damn scary. Um, the Emporium of Hey Hobbs, what do you think? Do you think that do you think Gary's Emporium went out early in the dollar to look for the Dollar Tree halls? Open up the door. I drove 90 miles to get here. I wonder what happened to Linda Blair. She actually would have had a shot at a normal career. I wonder how she would have done with it. I wonder if she would have been. I wonder if she would have been a good leading lady. I don't. I don't think her career ever really. I think it just got flattened from the. I think it got flattened from The Exorcist. I never really think that she really got a fair shot. She ended up doing all those exploitation movies and stuff like that, and she. I don't think, as far as I know, I'm not really sure she's ever done a mainstream studio movie. I think it's just all the horror movies and women in prison movies. Yeah, you're right, Professor. Yep, I think that happened too. I think after she realized that she was being typecast, or she was being typecast, she was not getting her breaks. And then even once the horror movies dried up, she was just doing all those exploitation movies, and I think that's really happened. That's what happened to her. That's a good thing, John. That's a really good thing. Yeah, Linda Blair got derailed by drugs and alcohol. That's for sure. Um, let's see. I can't do it. Extremely traumatized to 7 years. Oh my gosh, who would show that movie to a 7-year-old? Oh, they probably didn't know what they were really watching. However, a reaction channel showed it last month for Halloween, and it's still ugly. Yeah, it's pretty intense, Brene. Even now, all this time, I mean, the Exorcist is a very that's a very scary movie, definitely. Echo says you would or would not show it to a 7-year-old. I would never show The Exorcist to a 7-year-old. That's irresponsible. Wow, no, I would never do that. Not, I no, no. Mm-mm. That's there's yeah. I mean, sometimes you see parents though. Sometimes you see parents though. They bring their kids to those scary ass movies, and it's just like you wonder, like, why are you bringing your kids here? It's like, man, if you can't find a babysitter, stay your ass home until you can. Uh, yeah. And you know what happened? Did you ever see the Amityville Horror Echo? Do you see what happened to that? That kid who killed his whole family. He saw The Exorcist, and then he came back for it. Um, yeah, I turned out fine, just fine. Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. Yeah, I would not do that either. There's just some movies that just you just can't do that to. Even the PG-13 horror movies, you got to be careful with showing it to young kids. Yeah, yeah. Well, we know that's not true, Echo. Mom, Dad, can I get some asylum movies for Christmas? What? Are you crazy? Poor Echo. Yeah, I want to see Avengers Grimm, Mom. Can you get me that copy of that movie? Okay, little Echo. Got to start them slow with fine movies like Watership Down and Return to Oz. Know what you do is you start them off with radio shows, Professor. That's what you start them off with. You start them off with some mystery theater, some CBS mystery theater, and some Inner Sanctum, and some suspense, and shows like that. That's what you do. Yeah, let that imagination grow. Then give them some books like some R.L. Stein or some or Christopher Pike, and expand that imagination. Let's see that. Yeah, that's how I grew into my horror fandom. Was radio first. The Exorcist released the year I was born. Is that a coincidence, John? I don't know. It could be a message there. Yeah. Linda Blair, Chained Heat. Yes. I do believe Chained Heat. Doesn't that one also have Sybil Danning in it, Matthew? Isn't Sybil Danning like the warden of the prison? Because she played a lot of those in those movies. Um, yeah, I remember Chained Heat. Man, some of those movies she was in, though, boy, she looked rough. She looked really rough. And I've been watching I've been reading about Matthew Perry. He wrote a book about his life, and he was saying how he was pretty much always fucked up when he was on Friends, and he would sit there and write about how he was writing about where he was at in his addiction during the seasons of Friends. It's, if you go here on season 4, you'll see that I was getting off on the Vicodin. I was like, okay, I guess it's what is it, 5 friends and one drugged out, one drugged out weirdo. Um, I want to. Yes, Sybil Danning's a goddess. She was quite pretty. I don't think Hollywood ever knew really what to do with Sybil Danning. She was just, she was just like she was a little ahead of her time, I think. I think the first movie I ever saw Sybil Danning was Battle Beyond the Stars. Holy cow! Which was just a remaking of the Seven Samurai. Yes, yes, right. The one where they padded the runtime by running the credits extra long with her being naked. We only have 85 minutes for this movie. We got to get it up to at least 92. Okay, just keep replaying Sybil Danning naked. Okay. Uh, John says he watched the first episode of Tulsa King last night. Uh, yeah, I heard that Sylvester Stallone is in that one. Uh, was there Brillo pad? I don't know what that means, Hobbs. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Oh, I would just tell people, why sit there and watch that 17 times? I would just tell people to go out there and try to find a copy of Malibu Express. There's a lot of naked Sybil Danning in that one. Oh, I said nudity. Oh, don't know. No, they're all rated R movies, so no Brillo pad in those. I know what you're talking about now. No, 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 no frontal nudity. Not at least not for Sybil. Oh man, Professor, you know what? That is the door opening up to Andy Sedaris. You will come back and thank me for doing this for you because Andy Sedaris is a action exploitation god. He made 12 movies, The Bombs and Babes, Bombs, Bullets and Babes. Made 12 movies before he passed away. But his 12 movies are amazingly fun. They are so much fun. Some of them are on Tubi, by the way. So you can go to Tubi and type in Malibu Express, and then type in Andy Sedaris, and then hell yeah! I watched a good documentary on Tubi of the Asa King about the Satanic Panic in the '80s. Oh yeah, I remember that. Boy, they were burning comic books left and right. They were burning Kiss records. All these weird church people were burning Kiss records because they all thought Kiss stood for kids in Satan's army or Satan's service. Oh, sweet. See, there you go, Professor. Oh, there you go. You just haven't watched it yet, then. Oh man, you're in such a treat. Those movies, those movies are so much fun, and quite honestly, there's some star power in those movies. Andy Sedaris got some. He got some well-known names in his movies. Yeah, definitely. For what they were, I mean, you couldn't. I don't know if he could get anybody to do what he did back then, but he got a lot of well-known names to go ahead and do his movies, and they were getting better. Every movie was getting better. It was getting bigger, and they're getting better. They're getting with better acting, and unfortunately, Andy Sedaris got really sick real fast, and he passed away. A lot of people actually like Buff Bagwell in those movies, though. Echo, he actually got decent reviews out of those for the part, for what he did. Kiss Army for life. You're missing the wheelchair, Hobbs. But yes, they burned a lot of records. They burned a lot of records. Bands like Kiss, bands like Black Sabbath, Nazareth, anything that looked or sounded satanic, they burned those records. And of course, it's not so shocking that here we are in 2022 and we're seeing the same thing, right? We're seeing this with books being banned from the library. Um, Over 300 books have been banned by from 11 school districts in Missouri. From kids, you can't bring them on campus. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Um, if you don't want the books on your school, you send a letter home to the parents and you sit there and say, could you please ask your kids to refrain from bringing those books onto campus? But you don't ban those books ever. You don't ban any book ever. Uh, let's see. You recently lost Skyscraper. It's Die Hard, but if John McCain was played by Anna Nicole Smith, I did. I thought you were talking about the one by The Rock. The Rock did one called Skyscraper with Nev Campbell. That probably will be on Tubi too. I noticed that Tubi is showing off all the old Skinamax movies. I It's funny because you see Shannon Tweed on there. If you saw Shannon Tweed on there, you know you're getting a Skinamax movie. Or Joan Severance. She did a lot of those. Tanya Roberts, um, Sylvia Christel. Um, gee, there was a lot of movies that from the '80s and early '90s that were on Skinamax. You know what? They were fun though, man. They were fun movies. You had Sam Jones was on in some of those movies, playing cops. Rick Estes. Let's see who else. What else was on there? I know a few of those girls were on those shows, but they were fun. They were noir movies. You know, they're all private eye movies. Oh my gosh. You know what? I think Pamela Anderson did VIP, right? Didn't she do VIP for a couple of years or Acapulco Heat or something like that? I don't see why people still pay or get paid for porn. You only need if it's for about 10 minutes. Okay. All right. Betty White and Lake Placid. That's right. She was hilarious in that movie. Do you remember the one about the female superhero movie about the woman who dressed in bondage? Yes, that was Black Scorpion. Yeah, that was Black Scorpion. That was Joan Severance, Echo. I don't know what happened to Joan Severance. She got off to a really good start in her career. She did a season of Wise Guy with Kevin Spacey. She got critically acclaimed for that. Him and her both. And then she did See No Evil, Hear No Evil with Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. But after that, man, it just seemed to drop for her. It wasn't because she couldn't act or she wasn't, she was beautiful to look at, beautiful eyes. She was a good actress. Don't know what happened. But then she started doing those movies. She started doing the B movies. Yeah, Black Scorpion. That was. She actually did the TV series as well. Came out for a single year, ahead of its time. Uh, now, I think if you did Black Scorpion, I think it would actually do probably pretty decent. Certainly not any worse than Catwoman was. So, what is everybody gonna? What's everybody doing for Thanksgiving? Oh, no, nobody needed Roger Corman Echo. Nobody. Oh, did you did you ever watch that? Did you ever watch the documentary about the making of the Fantastic Four movie? The one they did in the '90s. You guys need to see that. Uh, Sadly, back in the day, if actors didn't put out their sleazy producers would hinder their career. Yeah, we saw that with Michael Weinstein, didn't we? We certainly did. Um, yeah, he did. Yeah, and you know what? It shows too. Echo about Black Scorpion. It was very cheaply made. It was not very good. I am doing cheeseburgers. I do that every Thanksgiving. I zip over to McDonald's and I have McDonald's cheeseburgers. Uh, hey, Kal, how are you, sir? We're just talking about Black Scorpion. I'm not sure if he saw it or not, but it's a superhero series. Came out of I think they released two movies first, and then they took it to series. And I know it aired on Sci-Fi Channel for 1 year. Yep, new computer. Oh, I just remember that the Spartans were playing today. I'm sure they got their ass kicked. Can't run the ball, can't win. Oh, wow. Okay. We're actually winning. That's interesting. We'll see if we can hold it. Um, What do you think is better, Superman 4 or Black Scorpion? I did not put you up to that. I want you to, Kal-El, I did not put that up to him. Oh God, I did not do that. But honestly, I'd take Black Scorpion in a heartbeat. Yeah, yeah, I would take Black Scorpion. The old one got banged up. I did not tell him to do that. That's all. Oh my God. But Kal-El, I'm sure Kal-El saw Black Scorpion. I'm sure he has a few thoughts on it. Did you, oh, don't hope nobody blocked that out. Oh, that's gross. Um, oh yeah, yeah, that's what I was talking about too, Professor. I'm not sure if you saw that or not, but I did. I watched that. Actually, watched that yesterday. Where I'm reviewing it. I'm not sure if those are on regular TV anymore. Are they on free TV or they're gone? I think they're on Apple TV now, right? Didn't Apple TV basically buy all the? Didn't they buy all the or licensing to all the holiday specials? Black Scorpion that came out in the '90s, I believe. Cal, it came on in the early '90s. It came out as two movies. The movies were a little bit spicy, but then it went to series, and it only aired for 1 year on Sci-Fi Channel. I want to say I don't. I think it got like 13 episodes, but it was sort of like on the same level. Honestly, it was probably on the same level as Electra Woman and Dinah Girl. It was probably on that same level as far as the sets and the effects go. Is it really? The TV show's on Tubi. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. I might have to cover that then next. Yeah, yeah, sort of like that, Kal-El. But it wasn't bad. I mean, it was fun. It's definitely goofy but fun. 13, yeah, that's right. 13 episodes. I love Tubi for that. They run the short series. I might have to do that one. I'm already behind. I'm 2 episodes behind Tucker's Witch, so I got to hurry the hell up. Did Chevy Chase only lasted 13 episodes? Man, he was terrible. That was a terrible, terrible show. But I'm not sure which was worse. I'm not sure if Chevy Chase was worse than Magic Johnson. He was pretty bad too. The Black Scorpion movie on YouTube. That's got to be the one edited for TV. Then Sinbad. Yeah, Sinbad wasn't bad. I just needed to. Chevy Chase was just horrible though. I tell you right now, as far as talk show host, who I was really surprised to see how bad she was in it, because I really thought that she would be a natural, especially since you saw her character on Will and Grace. But they gave Megan Mullally a talk show. Oh my God, was that painful? Man, I'd rather watch paint dry than watch her try to do the show. It was sad. She was so she was so tight and so wound up. She never relaxed. She never had any fun. No one can top Johnny Carson or Arsenio Hall. I would say no one could top Johnny Carson or David Letterman, then Arsenio Hall. Because when David Letterman was in his prime, there was nobody better, not even Carson. Um, no, Chevy Chase is not a nice guy. People don't really like working with Chevy too much. He burns them out. He was that way even was on Saturday Night Live. Oh God, no, Hobbs. Tom Green. Good Lord. Like I can't think of a personality that was worse to watch on any medium than Tom Green. He was just absolutely terrible. Yeah, when he flashed, when she flashed David Letterman, yeah, he was really shocked. He was not expecting that. Um, I remember when Crispin Glover was showing off his martial arts skills, and he threw a roundhouse kick, and he almost hit David in the face. We're gonna go to commercial. Came back. Crispin Glover was gone. He never came back either. They never invited him back to the show. Uh, yeah, Carson Daly. Carson Daly is the most luckiest guy. That guy, but he earned his spot. I'll give you that much because I was there in San Jose when Carson Daly got his start. So Carson Daly was a DJ on a local TV on a local radio station, KOME. And so what he did was he was able to play a local band, right? He had a DJ spot, and he was playing a local band over and over and over. And every time he played this band, it got more and more popular. No, this is before TRL. This is where he got his start at. He got his start way before that in San Jose, and he got it because he helped break Smash Mouth. And after Smash Mouth became big, they popped overnight, and then everybody saw Carson Daly as this guy who knew music, could spot the hit makers, and so that got him off and running. Yeah, he Carson Daly got his jump off because of Smash Mouth because he played it during prime hours, but he wouldn't play any of the local bands. That was it. Um, I remember when Smash Mouth broke, everybody was hoping that it would be like the new Seattle, right? Everybody's sitting there going, okay, the Smash Mouth got discovered and they got signed to a big deal. Now we'll all get our chance. And so San Jose was hoping that would happen, but it never did. Nobody ever got picked up out of San Jose like that. Uh, oh, I remember that. Yeah, yeah. Leno was shocked. Yep. But yeah, Cal, yeah, he did go on to MTV after that, and then he went on and did his talk show. But the thing about Carson Daly was he knew his limitations, right? He knew his limitations. He knew that his forte was music, and he stayed to that format. And that's why he lasted for as long as he did. He didn't go out there and try to do skits or comedy or anything. That's not really what he was about. He was just more about just come on in, see the coolest new bands that they could find, and we'll talk to him. And he did pretty well. So what else? What has everybody gotten from the Dollar Tree this year or this wave? Has anybody gotten anything really good? Um, yeah, that just wasn't really me. How did I work at all those shows, be at all those shows and concerts and not party? You know what? I just never did. In my 10 years of shows, I don't drink at all, but I did get drunk twice. The two times that I did drink, I got drunk twice, and they weren't even at they weren't even at shows. I was just, Once I was celebrating somebody's birthday, and I think I was celebrating somebody's birthday. And yeah, Echo says she got the monster and the shark movie. I saw that. What shark movies are on that series, Echo? I saw people getting that. What movies are on the shark series? The second season of Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, yeah. I still have not gone out. I need to go out. Got Doctor Who. Okay, nice. Yeah, that's cool though. Let's see, Charles got Pacific Rim 2. All right. Dust Till Dawn been showing up. Yeah, I saw that. Shield seasons. Yeah, that's what I would like to get. Those would be the ones. Those would be the ones I would chase after. The Shield seasons, definitely. Yeah, they are. They really are. And the thing is, though, is that the good thing is that people keep going back, and the movies are still there. A lot of people, they're not being totally wiped out like they normally are. I don't know if that's good or not, but I mean, it's Hotel for Dogs. Well, maybe. Uh, it has Toxic Shark, Shark Attack 1, 2, 3, Sharkman Hammerhead, Shark in Venice, Malibu Shark Attack, and Shark Zone. Wow. Now I have Malibu Shark Attack. That's a good one. Shark in Venice. That wasn't half bad. I saw that when it premiered on Sci-Fi. That was pretty fun. Don't know about Toxic Shark. Oh yeah, I saw Toxic Shark. Oh yeah. Didn't see Hammerhead. Did not see Shark Zone. Hotel for Cats. Oh, I have to get that one. Um, a Shark Attack 3 Megalodon is amazing. Isn't that the one with Michael Madsen, Professor? Yeah, I saw that, Cal. I saw that. But did you see the comment I left on one of his stack? He got that Steven Seagal movie collection, and I asked him, says, "Who snuck that in there in your movie stack?" Let's see, Augie Moonshark. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm surprised he has a voice after last night. Uh, yes, yes, right, Echo. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's. Oh my God, that movie's so bad. Wasn't that an Asylum movie too? Was hell no. Yeah, you know what? If you could do that, if you could sense that, you know what though? She got in trouble for that though. Her dad, I guess she got a card from Wet Movie One. Wet Movie One actually sent Sarah a fan mail, and her dad saw that and saw that they got her address is on the envelope, and he got really mad at her. That's why she's not asking for fan mail anymore. Hi Fluff, how are you? Welcome to a very cold Whit, Michigan today. It's cold here in DeWitt, Michigan. It's 21 degrees here, 20 degrees, and we have snow on the ground. Fluff, snow on the ground. Under Siege was great for the cake scene alone. Yes, Erica Elenick. Yep, very pretty girl. Hot as hell in the Whit Sundays, cold as hell in the Whit Michigans. Yes, his new image. That's Roger Corman, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that movie might have been rejected by SRS and the Asylum. It's that bad. Oh my gosh. I used to actually see that clip a hell of a lot on YouTube. Man, people were passing that shit around for like forever. It seemed like for a year. Oh my gosh. So this week is bag sale at the library. I struck out. Um, how close am I to Merrill, Michigan? I am on the other side of the state. That is on the western side of the state, and I am on the southeastern corner of the state. So you're talking like about 400 miles. Yeah, I did not make a video last week for the library because there was nothing there. They had a sale. They actually had a sale. They were selling their CDs and their movies and their CDs for a dime, or you could fill up a bag for $1. But there was nothing there to get. It was deader than a desert. I mean, they had movies there, but they didn't have anything at all that I wanted at all. There was nothing there. I think I saw like two things, and I just like just wasn't it just wasn't enough. So I passed on the deal, and I said, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait, and I'm going to wait for next week, and hopefully, like last bag sale was really good, real strong, and I'm going to hope that's what will happen. Hopefully that will be a really good haul. Um, I was hoping to get Black Phone last week. That's what I was hoping. I was very disappointed to go in there and see no copies, no library copies were out. So because I was looking for Black Phone, and unfortunately I did not get it as of yet. Now I have to ask, what would you rather watch? Shark Attack 3 Megalodon or Jaws 4? Man, I have to go with Jaws 4 because at least I had Michael Caine in it. I mean, I could watch Michael Caine. I could watch him do just about anything. Yeah, I will definitely take my phone. I will take my phone down this time for this sale. I will go down there and do that. Hopefully there will be some movies there. Right before we go in, I will go ahead. I will start recording, and I will walk in there, and I'm not sure how it's gonna. I'll try to see how it works, and then it's gonna be really rough, but I'll see if I can go in there and show you where the new movies land in. So I'll see. Right before I go in, you'll see me go in there, and then I will show you the library. Well, I use a big bag though, Hobbs. See, there is one thing I get to do that other people don't. Most of the time, the bag sales that they have, they're the plastic bags you get at the store, right? So you can fill some stuff up with that, but they can only hold so much before they break. I don't do that. I actually use a bag like you get at Aldi's. So it's a big bag and it's a strong bag, and I can put a lot of shit in that bag, and I get to fill it up for my bag sale. Nobody says anything. In fact, even not even the resellers can do that. Yeah, they have to. They bring their bags too, but they still can't fill up everything in their bags and get charged only $6 for it. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll just hold it up, like pick it up, walk in, and walk in and show you. Go straight to the new movie section, and then and I'll let you know. You can see all the movies that they have they have. No, it's not privilege. Actually, you pay $1. You pay $1 to go in early, Cal. It's like it equates to like $1 a week. You get to go in a little early. That's really what it is, and you shouldn't have to even pay that, quite honestly. But we do. Um, they get like they get like $500 or $600 from us. Yeah, you know what? I agree with that. I only take this to one bag. I mean, I've never had an encounter where I my bag could, there's more there that I could fit in my bag. I have yet to run across that. Hey, John, how are you, sir? How are you doing? Glad you're here. Um, so yep, that's a lot of fun. Bag sales are have been really good lately. Ah, once in a great blue moon, Cal, I do see that show pop up there. They will toss in a season up there or not. I have never watched the show, so I generally that's something that oh, thank you, sir. I'm gonna go over there and check out your I'm gonna go out there and listen to your interview with Kyle today. I saw your interview with Kyle Rappaport. Great interview as always. You could take one of those the frontal book bags that people wear to hold their babies. Yeah. I mean, if I had a a GoPro, I could put it on my hat. You know. Uh, yeah, he's a very cool dude. Um, he didn't do Doll Shark though. He was not in Doll Shark. I was a little surprised to see that because I saw the previews for Doll Shark. That thing looks hilarious. I gotta say, it looks silly. Hobbs, you'll be getting that soon enough. I think, won't you? I think MVD will probably end up sending that to you. Doll Shark. I think you'll get a copy of that. I know. You know what's funny, John? He only got a SRS. What did you think about that? SRS only released a batch of 25 copies, I think. Oh, okay. But you're a huge fan of the Shackle Demon Project, going to get him more Blu-rays printed. Yeah, because what was up with that with SRS only putting out 25 copies? What kind of bullshit was that? What company would do that? Only 25? That's ridiculous. Uh, yeah. Echo, that's all you, buddy. Doll Shark is all you, Echo. To go with his Amityville Thanksgiving. You want a Doll Shark Dakota? Oh, jeez, Jesus, just good old Mark Polonia. Well, I guess Brett Kelly released an action adventure movie. Um, is it? It's an ultra super. You know what though? I'm not so sure about that, Professor. I don't think it was 25 copies. I don't think it's going to be a. Yeah, I don't really see it as that. It's just a. It's just. I think it's SRS being really cheap. It's either that or they're making Kyle pay for they're making him pay for the DVDs so they could distribute them. It was just it's just horseshit. No distributor puts out 25 of anything. Talk to Septum. I'm going to take over producing Kyle and Doug. Make sure I look out for them both. They have more footage from other projects as kids. That's a good thing, John, because they need to be looked out. Someone needs to look out for their business interests because that was some bullshit. I don't get that. I don't know how Ron does that. I don't. But not unless they had to pay for them, and that's what I'm thinking. If you're only releasing 25 copies, you're making those two kids pay for those movies. You would think so, Professor. You would think so. But SRS has a real has a they that's not the first time they've done that. they'll release like 100. They'll release a hundred a batch. We only have 100 in stock. Only limited to 100, and it's like, why would you only limit it to 100 if you got demand for it? If people really want it, why would you sit there and only sell 100 of it? And Kyle said that the movie sold out in a day, 25 copies. I'm sure that went in a matter of minutes. Crazy. Wow. Um, so are we all looking forward to next year? I guess they moved Scream up to computer's doing well. It's fast. It's definitely fast, which is really good. I really appreciated that. Um, that yeah. So I was just wondering before the day before Thanksgiving, I was wondering if I'll probably do another pop up at Thanksgiving at around 8 o'clock, Thanksgiving Eve, the 23rd. And if you guys all want to come up and hang out, I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna open up the door, and we'll get an army up here and here, and we'll just have fun for Thanksgiving. I know a lot of people don't have places to go, or they're doing orphan Thanksgiving, and so if on the 23rd, if you don't have anywhere to go, you want to hang out and chill, we'll throw up a pop up here, and you guys are more than welcome to hang out with me and the Cheetah. Um, I will be here on Thanksgiving night, though. I will be here on Thanksgiving night. We do have an interview. We're interviewing Kristen Welton. She runs a really cute YouTube channel, and it's a lot of fun. Her channel's a lot of fun, and she's a really nice lady, and she's coming out and hanging out with us on Thanksgiving. And the only reason I was able to get a Thanksgiving guest is because she's Canadian, which means Thanksgiving here in the United States means shit to her. So I was able to get a Canadian to come on and do the show. I thought that, because try to get an American to do it on Thanksgiving Day probably wouldn't work out. Uh, hey, what's going on, JKS? All right, all right. Uh, Hi, Cass. How are you? Uh, I am doing okay. Doing okay. Um, yes, they celebrate in October. So that enabled me to be able, that enabled me to find a guest for Thursday. But otherwise, most people they're either eating turkey, they're either or sleeping, or they're going to the movies. Not so much Black Friday though. The last 3 years, if you notice, the last 3 years, there has been no Black Fridays after Thanksgiving. Target, I think Target and Best Buy, other major stores, they are shutting their doors on Thanksgiving, and they're not opening them back up till Friday. I think Walmart. I think Walmart is also closed on Thanksgiving Day, Thanksgiving night. So, I mean, most stores are now closing to let their employees enjoy the day with their family. Um, yeah, you know what? Yeah, mine too. Uh, but you know what? The Phils can be back there next year. The Phils will be back there next year. Yeah, I think that played into it, Professor. But they definitely were rumbling about that earlier before that about shutting down on Thanksgiving Day. because a lot of people were no longer shopping the day because of the employees that were working there. They were actually staying away because of the employees. Because here they are, they're coming out there, and they don't get to spend time with their families. And it really is a selfish thing to do, and especially especially since all the higher elites in the company, you can rest assured they're not working on Thanksgiving Day. Rest assured, all the upper management, they're with their families and everything. um oh, wow, $400. Well, I did not bet on the Yankees to win, if it makes you feel any better. uh so that's a possibility. But yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I've only been to one Black Friday, where and yeah, that cost me so much fucking stress. I I can't begin to tell you about that. Uh, I went to get the mail. We finished Thanksgiving dinner. Me and my wife, we finished Thanksgiving dinner. I walked across the street to get the mail. By the time I got back, I was told that we were going to Black Friday at Walmart, and I'm like, where, who, what, how did this happen? And we ended up going there, and we ended up going to Black Friday in Walmart. Oh my God, I'll be honest with you, it's one of the few times I was actually terrified. And because my wife was really sick, it was our last Christmas. It was our last Christmas together. But we went because our neighbor wanted to go, because she wanted to get a computer for her kid or something like that. And so my wife said that we would go with her. And so I'm like, "You're really sick. What are we gonna do? We get sick." And says, "Well, I feel okay." And so we got her a chair, and we just moved. The lines were just absolutely stupid. Everybody was really mellow, really mellow. Um, and then there's even somebody even older. Someone actually was somebody was really elderly. They needed a chair, and they gave her a chair. And then it was just so much for them. And one of the people from Walmart came and got her and took her to the front of the line. And some Karen spoke up about it. It's like, how come she gets to cut in line? And then there was like 100 people there turning around and telling her to shut the hell up. It was glorious. Yeah, that was not a yeah, that was I don't know how we did it. I don't. I told my neighbor, since we drove, I told her, I said, I don't mind driving us down here, but the minute that she gets too sick to do anything, I'm out of here. I'm not gonna say anything more about it. It says, if I say we're out, we're out. And she said agreed. So, but my wife made it through. She made it. I don't know how she did it. I mean, we were there for like 2.5 hours, and she was sicker than shit. But yeah. Um, yeah, that's why one of the reasons why I really don't do holidays, because I don't have really a lot of pleasant memories, the last 2 years that she was sick. Finding yourself in the ER on Christmas Eve is not where you want to be. So what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Are you guys on the road? Are you going to be hosting Thanksgiving? Are you going to be on the road? Um, yeah, it's people are really rough these days. I agree with you there, Cass. There's some good people out there. It does seem like it does. There are far and few. I still like to think that the majority of us are still good people, but sometimes, sometimes you wonder. It makes you wonder. You know, yeah, I like your channel too. I like what you do. Echo saying since his dad died in 2011, it's just me and you and your mom. Yeah, yeah. I can see that. A lot of people go to the movies. Let's see, I'm a borderline shut in. I am too, Professor. Yep, I'm very reclusive. So I just do that too. About 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I zip over to McDonald's. I get some cheeseburgers, and then I come home, and then I'm in for the rest of the night. So yeah, I'm with you. I don't even know how cold it's going to be. Uh, so one thing I should do, since I need to do this, since I didn't, get to do it really last time because of the computer issues I had. So let me tell you what's going on with the calendar. And I got a story to tell you. I got a funny booking story to tell you here. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy this. So booking a show like Eight Questions with, it's a lot of fun, right? You go ahead and you look for guests, and you look high and low for guests, and you try to find the right ones and stuff like that. People will say yes and everything else. And so when you do, you get really happy about it. And with me, what I do is I get a calendar like this, and I put down my guest's name, right? So, um, so I lost my computer for 4 days. So I was 4 days behind my work schedule. It means I have to tell my guests what's going on. I have to make my banner, and I have to tell my guests what's going on. Um, let's see. It's let's see. Still McRib season hurt us in the last year. They're making it. Well, I don't even know what's in a McRib. Honestly, Professor, I could not tell you. As far as I know, McRib is made of Soylent Green. Cass says, I don't like the holidays much anymore. I'm with you too. I mean, yeah, I'm, yeah. Uh, I used to turn around and work for all my friends when I worked if the day worked on a holiday. I tell them I switch. If I was off on a holiday and they were working, I would just switch off my holiday with them because they really don't mean anything to me. It's a tough time of the year, and yeah, it's a tough time. So I booked this comedian, and I thought her name was May Wilson. So I booked this comedian named May Wilson, and she is a comedian, and she also is a puppeteer. Like a Jeff Dunham, right? He uses all these puppets to do his comedy, and so May Wilson is a puppeteer as well. And so I got really excited. I'm excited, and I make my banner up and everything else. And then today, her and I connected, and I said, hey, we're doing a show Monday and whatnot, and let's do a pre-show. Like what's the details? So I go ahead and we set up a pre-show, and I do it, and I say, okay, hi May, how are you? And she goes, well, I'm doing good, except that I'm not May. I'm April. And I said, I thought your puppet was April and you were May, because on your Facebook it says May Wilson. And she goes, no, 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 I'm April. May is the puppet. May is the puppet. So I'm sitting there going like, oh, because I put all my advertisement as May Wilson with her puppet April Brucker. So I'm going like, oh, I think I misfired on this. So I have to go and fix all that afterwards, which I did. But and she said that what happened, reason why she was going underneath May Wilson was because her Facebook account got hacked. So she was going underneath her puppet's name to protect herself, and so I had to go change the whole thing over. So we will be having April Brucker will be here with us on Monday with her puppet May Wilson, and it should be a lot of fun. And she's got a lot of things going on for herself. Let's see. I don't know what it's made of, much like hot dogs, but that combo of the mystery meat, barbecue, and onions, man, there's something about it. Nothing beat, although nothing beats my Big Mac. Yeah, yeah. Uh, 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 Big Macs. What do they charge for a Big Mac anyway anymore? Isn't I remember Big Macs used to be actually pretty fair. They used to be like 249, 239 for a Big Mac. But I think they're what, aren't they like $6 now? Oh, I just can't even imagine paying $6 for a Big Mac. I was really bummed out when Whopper when the Burger King got rid of the 2 for $6 deal for the Whopper. That was like the best deal in town. That was the best. But they got rid of that, and that ended that. Yeah, I don't know. It's a mystery meat. See, that part about the mystery meat, that's what scares me right there. Uh, so that's what happened for my booking. So if you guys all want to, if you guys all go down to the upcoming live section on my channel, if you go to all that, probably should do that too. I could probably do that on my channel. Uh, let's see. Okay. So here's the show for Monday. So if you guys all click the notify me button at the bottom of it, it'll let you know when I go up. Uh, See, they have two double cheeseburgers or hot and spicy McChickens for $4. See, that's probably what I'll do. I'll do probably something like that. You know, maybe I'll do the double cheeseburgers for $4. That's fair. But I probably stay away from the McChickens. What are you doing, Bones, for Thanksgiving? And do you cook or does your wife cook? I bet Bones is a chef. I bet Bones is a chef. I have a feeling. Um, and then Tuesday we're going to be having our friend Brandon Slagle will be in here. Oh, your wife cooks. Okay. So I was supposed to have Brandon on last week, but my computer died, and he actually wasn't feeling too good either. So that worked out. We pushed everything back till Tuesday. So we will be talking to Brendan Slagle. His new movie is up called The Battle of Saipan is up, and we will be talking about that movie. He filmed that down in Thailand with Damon Philbin, and that movie stars Louis Mandylor and Casper Van Dien. So so it's getting a nice little buzz too, from what I'm understanding. There's some good press coming out on it. Saban Films is releasing it. Saban Films, they do a lot of action. They do a lot of action movies, and for the most part, they're pretty damn good. When I used to see them on a Lionsgate. Lionsgate is generally the company that distributes them. So and it did get a theatrical release, and there will be a physical release, but we're just not sure when it's going to happen. So that's awesome. I'm glad for that because Saban Films, like I said, they do a lot of fun movies, and definitely support them if you get a chance. Of course, how could you not pass up on a movie with Casper Van Dien in it, right? Because I'm a huge Casper fan. Dragon Tiger Gate, yes, I have that movie. That's a great one too. That's a good movie. That's the one with if I'm not mistaken, that's the one with Jackie Chan and Edward Norton or John Cusack. Is it John Cusack or Edward Norton? I think maybe John Cusack. That was a pretty good movie. I wish it could have been edited a little bit better, but I liked it. It still was, yeah. I wish it could have been edited a little bit better, though. That's the only thing that really holds that movie back from being great. It's good, but it could have been great. But the editing is really not that good. Oh well, there's another movie they did that called I want to say that it was called the same thing, Dragon Tiger Gate. I saw that one too. I saw Donnie Yen and Nicholas Tsai. I saw that one too. But I think Jackie Chan and John Cusack did one called also that. Maybe it was just called Dragon Gate. That might have been it. I'm sorry, Bones. It was just called Dragon Gate, not Tiger. Still a good movie. Um, and then next week, I'm really happy about next week's shows because we will be having three. We're having three fun people come onto the show. We're having film director and comic book creator Kevin Van Hook. He's coming to the show. Kevin Van Hook is a good film producer. He's done films such as Alpha Wolf. He also did a movie called Slayer, which is an excellent vampire film, star-studded. And he is also the man who created Bloodshot, which ended up being made into a movie starring Vin Diesel. Bloodshot came out of Valiant Comics and became so popular that they made a movie out of it. As far as I know, they're actually making another one. So there is going to be a Bloodshot 2, and that is Kevin Van Hook's creation. And so he'll be here, and he also is a visual effects guru. He has done visual effects movies for dozens of movies, high profile movies. And so he'll be here with us on the 29th of November. On the 30th, we have artist Griffin Stone Katz from the West Coast. He will be here talking about his art. He's a fantastic artist, and yeah, he's very talented. Uh, if you like art, if you like to see like to see it in the different styles and different mediums, different media, he uses mixed media. That'll be the show to watch. We did a good show earlier with Marine Duty uh, and from Canada. She's also another fantastic artist, and I really enjoy talking to them because they're so creative. I mean, I'm lucky if I could draw a circle, right? Um, if I could draw a circle, I'm happy. Um, uh, well, I like art, the clown. Okay, of course. Oh my gosh. You have some of the old Bloodshot comics from the 90s. Wow. Well, hang on to those. If you have questions, Echo, the creator will be here to talk about it. The 30th is definitely one you want to bookmark or hit the notify button to let you know when we go live. He is a tremendous talent. Griffin Stone Katz is a tremendous talent. I'm looking forward to talking to him. And yeah, he's skilled. He's got some skills. And then on December 1st, we are welcoming in our good friend Monty G, the horror miser. He will be coming for the first time to answer 8 questions. And we're going to be talking all things horror, the horror hangout, the live stream that he does with Jen and Christian, and he does it with Sean Patrick Urshan and Monty and one other person. I think they rotate their fourth panelist in there, and but he'll be here to talk all things horror, as only Monty G can. And I can tell you now, there will be some A24 talk. I can promise you that, because Monty is a big A24 fan. So we will be talking about that. Yes. Monty G is another, yes, he is another great person too. I agree, Professor. Um, him and I will be talking about we'll be talking A24 films. We have I always create these little friendly rivalries. He is another A24 fan. I'm an IFC Midnight fan, so we always talk about it. But we'll talk about what the status of horror today, see what his favorite movie was of this year was. Then we'll look forward to 2023. So he'll be a lot of fun to talk to. And I'm looking forward to it. He's been on the Midnight Society. He came over as part of the panel that we did for St. Maud, and he's very knowledgeable about horror. He's probably forgotten more about horror than I know myself. Um, uh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I know. So, as far as I know, Bones, he calls himself that all year round. The horror miser Monty G. Yeah, but he does do a lot of film reviews. I think he runs a couple of series around Halloween. I think he does like the 31 Days of Halloween, like you do. Uh, Mr. Bones watches. He doesn't watch horror. It scares me. Yeah, I know, Bones. I know. It's okay. I'm gonna be putting out a movie that you can handle. You can watch and handle. I'm gonna be watching Gamera the Invincible for my Dollar Tree theater. I'm gonna. It's in your honor, Bones. That's one of the movies you sent me. So people wanted me to watch and review it. Gamera the Invincible. And speaking of Gamera, uh, on Godzilla Day about 3 weeks ago, they announced that there would be a new Godzilla film being released on Godzilla Day 2023. We don't know who Godzilla is going to be boxing with or anything else, but um, but Godzilla's coming back next year, and now Gamera is coming back. A company released a teaser trailer, but we don't know if it's going to be live action or if it's going to be anime. Rumor has it that it might be animated. I hope not. I mean, I'll take anything, but I'd much rather see a live action film than a animated film. I mean, it would I'd be glad that it got made, but I wouldn't be rushing out to get it. Whereas if Gamera is made into a live action film, I would definitely be highly motivated to get it. Um, yeah, it does. It sort of does. But that just like I said, it could just be a teaser. It could be a teaser. Uh, yeah, I cover everything. I cover all those scary movies. Like I'm really curious to see when I put this up. I'm really interested to see who. I do think when I put my movie up to see when it gets voted for, I really do think The Exorcist will be what people want me to watch. Though I would think that it would probably be The Strangers Pray at Night. I think between these two, this is what I'm expecting to win. I don't expect Inside to get any votes at all, but if it does, it does. But yeah. Uh, Yeah, I got mine. I'll show you what I got. I got my copy. Renee. Uh, so I got this copy. I got this copy from Bones. Bones sent me fan mail. Uh-oh. Did I just say that out loud? Oh my gosh. Now that I just admitted I got fan mail, I'll probably get hit up for more fan mail. Um, so Bones sent me this copy of this right here. It's Japanese monsters movies, which is mostly just a word for Gamera. So there's three. It's three discs. There's 8 movies on here. Eight. You had War of the Monsters, Destroy All Planets, Gamera the Invincible, Attack of the Monsters, Gamera versus Chaos, Gamera versus Monster X, Gamera versus the Deep Sea Monster Zigra, and then Gappa, the Triphibian monsters. So I put this up here to vote on, and people pick Gamera the Invincible, which is really cool. I was really happy to see people vote for that. uh, well, that was you sent me like two things though, Bones. He sent me no, I don't. I'm not sure if this was this fan. I thought was this Christmas because he sent me fan mail too. Yes, yes, that's right. All Gamera. I thought you sent this. I thought he sent me two. Uh, but I'm so happy to have this. This is actually really amazing to have this collection here with 8 movies. It's because you watch people buy Axmus. That's right. Axmus. Oh, Mary Axmus. Um, let's see. Wow. I'm not so sure about Godzilla versus Gamera. I would like to see it, but I'm not so sure Gamera could last very long against Godzilla. Uh, oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. That was fun. Sure. Uh, see, I get twisted around too. Did, yeah. Oh my God, they killed Kenny. Maybe that's where South Park got that from. Maybe they got that from Gamera. Does he still get killed every season? I think South Park's still going on, isn't it? Casey wants to play the next Kenny. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. No, my God, they killed Kenny. Oh man, remember that show, A Thousand Ways to Die? They could have saved a lot of money on that show and just had Kenny die in every episode. That's too funny. Let's see. Oh, well, it's 2 o'clock. I will hang out with you guys for another 15 minutes or so. Then I will let you guys go and get some sleep. Me too. And then, because tomorrow I got to get up and let's see, fatal four-way match: Kong versus Godzilla versus Gamera versus Ultraman. Who you got? I'm gonna take Godzilla. Ultraman only has 3 minutes. He's powerful, but he only got 3 minutes. And I think they all could take a shot from that's the answer right there. Bones is right. But and among those monsters right there, I take Godzilla. But I do like Ultraman. Um, oh, you gonna start doing reading? Okay. Oh, that'll be interesting, Cass. Lord knows they need some they need some help with those futures. That'll be actually be very interesting. Now, we if someone comes by and they say, "Will you read for will you read Leonardo's future?" You can do that. You don't have to have any contact with that person. That's interesting. Mr. Bun says he'll choose Gamera. My boy doesn't get enough love. Um, I think Gamera would last longer today than he would when he first started out. Because if you go look at the Gamera movies, dude, he got his ass whipped in just about every movie. He always had to make a comeback. People were always whipping his ass. Every time he's fighting, he's always getting his clock cleaned. Wow. Yeah, he is. Yeah, that trilogy. Yeah, that's a. So was Mothra. They did the trilogy of Mothra. Man, he that was pretty badass too. Yeah, that was trippy. It seems like muscular dystrophy is really making a comeback. And it's not a good thing, but it does seem like a lot of people are getting MS more and more. And then Chris Helmsworth, yeah, what a blow that was. Did you imagine that? He's 39 years old, and they told him that he is probably most likely going to have Alzheimer's. He's a prime candidate to have Alzheimer's. And they told him it was not predetermined. It's not predetermined. It was like, well, how are you going to change genetics? How can you change that? If you're telling him that's what he has, what can you do to stop it? Can you kill one of those genetic genes? Can you stop it? Can you interrupt it? I mean, I would think that you'd be able to disrupt it. Boy, what that's yeah, that's a really I'm not so sure I would want to know that news. Well, maybe so. I would, I guess. But yeah, I read that he's going to be taking some time off now, and I know what who's to blame him. Yeah, that's just really sad for him. Really sad for him. And Christina Applegate, she's had a health battles all her whole career. She had breast cancer. She had have a she had a double mastectomy. Then she caught MS. That sucks. And of course, Selma Blair also had MS too. Man, Selma Blair's badass. Yeah, Selma Blair has MS too, but she's badass. I love Selma Blair. That scene in Hellboy when she fires up and she looks at that agent and says, "You should be running." Man, it's one of the best superhero moments in any superhero movie. Um, Empath, he felt a tornado coming. Didn't know at the time what it was, but what I was feeling was that coming. Yeah, I've had some sixth senses like that too. That's really, yeah, it's really interesting. Like you sense something's not right and it isn't. Yeah, I've seen that before. I've had a few of those moments. Nice, nice. I didn't watch the remake. I did not watch the remake. I with David Harbour. I felt bad for him, but you know what? I still didn't watch it. Um, I thought, the producers were arrogant. They thought they should have stuck with Ron Perlman. Ron Perlman deserved to at least go out with Hellboy. He should have got at least closure with the character, and then they're going to pass the torch or something like that. But I thought it was really disrespectful how they handled him with the movie, and so did the fans, which is why that movie crashed and burned. The new one. Let's see. Yeah, A24 is doing a biography movie on the wrestling family of the Von Erichs. Yeah, I think they all die at the end, Echo. I think only one, I think the dad and one of the sons is the only I think they're the only two that didn't die. I think three of the sons or four of the sons died. And didn't one of the girls die too? I think I think they had a sister. I think she died too. Yeah, only one son. Spoiler alert. Yeah, he has six kids. Mm. They yeah, it's probably what they know, It's what they know. So that's the reason why they're doing it. I could understand that. Let's see. They say there was a curse on them and him, and that's why they died. Well, I don't know about that, but I mean, if, uh, my favorite DVD set that I own, I own three movie sets. I own three movie sets. I own a Halloween set. I own a Evil Dead set, and I own the Friday the 13th set from Screen Factory. And my favorite one is the Screen Factory set of Friday the 13th. That's a really good set. That's a really good set. I do have the Criterion collection of Lone Wolf and Lone Wolf and Cub, the Baby Cart series. I have that on Criterion. Um, I also have the box. I also have the favorite set. I also have the set of Andy Sedaris, his movies, all 12 of those. So I have that. But yeah, Friday the 13th is probably my favorite. Yeah, I saw Zach Efron. Dude, man, honestly, he's so jacked, so big. I don't think he got that big. I think he had help with that, Echo. I mean, I see how big he is. It's too unnatural. I think he did steroids for that shit. He did not look good. He did not look good. He looked totally steroided out. Which one was it Kerry Van Erich who played the Red Rooster? Dude, I could not believe that shit when I read about him. I think it was Kerry Van Erich when he wrestled as the Red Rooster. I couldn't believe it. That guy, or he wrestled with one foot because he lost his foot in that motorcycle accident, and he wrestled as the Red Rooster with one foot. I can't even imagine doing that. Maybe it was the Texas Tornado. Was it Texas Tornado or was it Red Rooster? Texas Tornado. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, the Texas Tornado. He wrestled with one foot because he lost it in a motorcycle accident. That's crazy. I can't even imagine. And that was before prosthetics. That was before the prosthetics or anything else. So he would actually tie. He would get that. He would tie his boot up super 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 tight, and he'd go out there and do what he needed to do. All right, boys and girls, I'm out of here. I want to thank you guys for coming out and chilling out with me today. A pop up. Like I said, I'll probably be doing something like this on Wednesday. If you'd like to hang out with me on Wednesday, I will be here probably 8 o'clock, and we can just talk, do whatever. I'll invite some people up on the panel, and then we'll have a good time, and we'll walk in Thanksgiving in together, and maybe we'll make this into a celebration, and people can come up and give some shout outs to some other channels. We could raise up some awareness. That'll be a lot of fun. Maybe Kal-El will come up here and we'll talk about his new project for 2023. I'm putting pressure back on him right now. He'll be kicking off his new series in January. Kal-El, he'll be covering the Alfred Hitchcock Presents. That'll be a lot of fun. There you go, Cal. I gave you 2 weeks. I give you 2 months for that. Uh, I could probably do that. Me and the Cheetah, we'll probably be doing some more fun. I did put a new video up on my Instagram with me and the Cheetah. He introduced himself to the computer box, hamming it up. So it is on my channel. So if you guys want to check that out, that'll be great. Otherwise, I will see you Tuesday or Monday. I will see you Monday or tomorrow. I will see you. Some of you I'll see tomorrow for the Midnight Society. I have no idea what we're doing. I really don't. I have no idea. We'll do something, I think. If not, I don't know. We'll do something. Um, Maybe we'll just we'll cover something or another. Uh, have a great night, Brene. Um, yeah, the cheetah is sleeping for sure. No, it's gonna be the cat and the gnat tomorrow. The cat. Actually, I think it's gonna be just the cat. The bat and the gnat are both disabled, so I will be solo tomorrow on the society. So I might have somebody come up and hang out with me tomorrow night. We'll probably just do just a round table. I don't care. We'll talk about whatever. We'll talk all horror all the time, all horror all the time, as long as it's Green Six. Um, all right. That wasn't very nice, but it was funny. Yeah, so that's what we'll do tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Otherwise, I will see some of you Monday at 8 o'clock as we welcome in April Brucker in on Monday night. That'll be a lot of fun. Yeah. Bones knows what I did. Bones knows what. Hell yeah, I did it. I said it. Oh my gosh, that was funny. All right. Well, thanks again for coming out, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow.